And welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. We are right there at 400,000 thanks to you. So hit subscribe, watch, comment. Please keep the comments coming and share with family and friends because the insanity, I say it every time, it's not stopping. Meanwhile, Trump just announced a new trade deal with Europe. And while it is a major win for him, it isn't necessarily a win for the American consumer. Now, as Adam Mockler and I spoke about in my most recent Mea Culpa episode, Trump has, well, unfortunately, made a lot of wins so far in this term, but almost all of them seem to serve him rather than the public. Now, yesterday, a reporter asked Trump if he made the deal to actually distract from the Epstein file. Play the clip.
On August 1st and beyond. Okay?
Mr. President, was part of the rush to get this deal done to knock the Jeffrey Epstein story out?
Oh, you got to be kidding with that. No, had nothing to do with it. Only you would think that. That had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, over the weekend, it was revealed that Ghislaine Maxwell was actually given limited immunity for her talks with the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Now, I want to be very clear. So many people, journalists, reporters, Substackers, YouTubers, all started calling me and asking me questions. Is that sort of like normal? And I turn around and I say, yeah, it actually is. If you are going to speak, what they do is they give you immunity for the conversations that you're having so that they can prosecute you for a misstatement or wrong information. Now, while we still don't totally know what that's going to mean for her on this information, this is what her lawyer actually had to say about it, because it is a very confusing topic. Let me show you what he said. In it, he writes, she answered those questions honestly, truthfully, to the best of her ability. And that's her attorney, Marcus, said. She was asked about maybe about 100 different people. She answered questions about everybody, and she didn't hold anything back. Well, the plot thickens, right? She didn't hold anything back. There's 100 people. You know what this does? This just adds fuel to the fire. It just adds more coal to the conspiracy theory. I mean, that's all that it's doing. Meanwhile, Kristen Welker asked MAGA Mike Johnson about the Epstein Files. Classic. Play the clip.
During the Biden administration, and that's an important point for everybody to note.
But, Mr. Speaker, it's not just Republicans supporting this. It's 11, not just Democrats, it's 11 Republicans as well. Let me just ask you, because I hear you saying that, yes, the files should be made public while protecting the victims. Let me just ask you, though, should all of the files related to Jeffrey Epstein be released and made public?
Yes, I agree with President Trump, with the Department of Justice, with the FBI, that you need all credible evidence and information out there. That word credible is important. And why? Because you have to protect innocent people's names and reputations whose names might be, as you noted at the outset of the program, intertwined into all these files. This has been a long legal process. There's a reason, for example, that grand jury materials are protected under the federal rules of criminal procedure, because they're not to be put out.
Wait. Let me be very, very clear, because this is the same group of people that were out there talking about how the Democrats have this cabal of elitist pedophiles and so on. Yes, I agree. Protect the names of those victims. Maybe what we do is we reach out to the victims. Do you know that there are over 100 victims who have actually put their names out there, who have come in and testified, and they don't want to hide? So to those that do, sure, make sure that they're redacted. But the interesting thing is he now wants to give us a legal lesson in terms of, how this process is supposed to go when it comes to the 302s, the grand jury statements. It's actually Trump who has already said, release them. Meanwhile, Lindsey Graham also spoke with Welker, and she asked him if he's trying to rewrite history to distract from the Epstein file as well. Play that clip.
Wasn't involved. What the hell
Senator,
happened? Let's get a special counsel.
Hold on, Senator. As you know, Former President Obama has weighed in through a spokesperson. He says that's just patently false. I actually spoke to Susan Miller, who's a former senior CIA officer who helped oversee the 2017 intelligence assessment on Russian interference. She says it's completely false that Obama or anyone else asked them to change or sway their investigation. She says she says, and she's a Republican, says they all would have quit if that had happened. Senator, are you trying to rewrite history to distract from the Epstein matter, Senator?
No, I'm trying to let you know and the media know that we found something we didn't know before.
Yeah, what did you find? And if you found it, just release it. Meanwhile, look, we know that they're all just trying to distract from Epstein. And while in Scotland, the president tried to claim that it's actually the Democrats who are the ones that are just talking and talking and talking about all of these different conspiracies. Play the clip.
Our country was dead. We had a dead country because of an incompetent president and incompetent Democrats. All they know how to do is talk and think about conspiracy theories and nonsense. If they'd waste their time talking about America being great again, it would be so much nicer, so much easier.
Sure, it would be easier for him. But unfortunately, it's just not accurate. These conspiracy theories were laid down by Republicans. How about, do I need to show the president a clip of Pam Bondi and a bunch of those MAGA morons standing there with the binders talking about, we have the names, we have the file, and we're going to be releasing them very, very soon. Well, what's happened since then? Meanwhile, over the weekend, Trump also posted this on Truth Social, literally touting a new conspiracy theory. Let me show you what this one is. In it, he turns around and he says, I'm looking at the large amount of money owed by the Democrats after the presidential election, and the fact that they admit to paying, probably illegally, remember the word probably, $11 million to singer Beyonce for an endorsement. She never sang, not one note, and left the stage to a booing and angry audience. $3 million for expenses to Oprah, $600,000 to very low-rated TV anchor Al Sharpton, a total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. These ridiculous fees were incorrectly stated in the books and records. You are not allowed to pay for an endorsement. It is totally illegal to do so. Can you imagine what would happen if politicians started paying for people to endorse them? All hell would break out. Kamala and all of those that received endorsement money broke the law. They should be prosecuted. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Well, let me start off by turning around and saying it's actually the topic of my Substack for the day when I write, when the stage becomes a crime scene. Now, I started off by saying I've seen a lot of stupid things in politics. I've been part of more than a few. And I write this to my Substack subscribers. This one takes the cake. There are now actual calls from inside the Oval Office for the prosecution, Beyonce, Oprah, my longtime friend Reverend Al, and others. And why? Because they showed up at a campaign event for Kamala Harris. Not with envelopes of cash or classified documents in their pockets, but with microphones, live streams, and a whole lot of name recognition. Now, let me just say this. While in Scotland, well, Trump, amongst other things, played a couple rounds of golf, and a video actually surfaced. Initially, this video, by the way, and kudos to the Midas Touch Network for being the first to put it out there, but a video surfaced showing his caddy dropping a ball for him. Play the clip. Did you see that? Okay, let me show you the zoomed in version. Play that clip. I mean, look, let me be very, very clear. Donald Trump happens to be a very good golfer. I mean, most people in this country who play golf, myself especially, would be ecstatic to have his 4 handicap. All right. If you hit one into the dirt, well, hit out of the dirt, as opposed to having your caddy do something. You know what? It's so freaking obvious. It's so stupid. I can't understand. And now all of a sudden people are going crazy. Oh, if he's going to cheat at golf, he's cheating and everything else. I want to show you that clip again of the zoomed in, just to show you how ridiculous this whole thing is. Play it again. I mean, that's just screwy, right? So meanwhile, while in Scotland talking to the president of the European Commission, and I'm talking about Ursula von der Leyen, he actually goes on and he starts ranting about how Europe should get rid of windmills. Play the clip.
And the other thing I say to Europe, we will not allow a windmill to be built in the United States. They're killing us. They're killing the beauty of our scenery, our valleys, our beautiful plains. And I'm not talking about airplanes. I'm talking about beautiful plains, beautiful areas in the United States. And you look up and you see windmills all over the place. It's a horrible thing. It's the most expensive form of energy. It's no good. They're made in China, almost all of them. When they start to rust and rot in 8 years, you can't really turn them off. You can't bury them. They won't let you bury the propellers, you know, the props, because there's a certain type of fiber that doesn't go well with the land. That's what they say. The environmentalists say you can't bury them because the fiber doesn't go well with the land. In other words, if you bury it, it will harm our soil. The whole thing is a con job. It's very expensive.
Listen, we all know some of these nonsensical rants have inspired other GOP members to do exactly the same. That's really the danger when you start talking about this. He doesn't like windmills because aesthetically they are unpleasing to the eye. He doesn't like them in the water because it ruins the view. For example, in his Aberdeen golf course, when you're going to look into the water, because the entire golf course is on the water, and you see these massive, massive structures. He doesn't like it. But what it does, again, it inspires other GOP members to do the same, to make these ridiculous claims. But I do actually want to end on a clip of Nancy Mace. Perfect example. She was literally on Fox News speaking about how her favorite YouTube videos to watch are ICE agents dragging illegal immigrants out of their court hearings and into their patrol cars. Play the clip.
New sheriff in town, I have to tell you, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube these days are the court hearings where illegals are in court and ICE shows up to drag them out of court and deport them. I can think of nothing more American today than keeping our streets safer by getting those violent criminals out of the United States of America, and we all have Donald J. Trump to thank for it.
Take a look at...
Yeah, like I said, absolutely disgraceful. Disgraceful. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.